Good morning, Lewis. I'm Abby Varkalis.
And I'm Michelle Stotch.
Oh, we're so excited to be here today. I can't wait, Michelle. This is a great morning.
I'm so excited. Thank you for joining us today for today's episode of Good Morning Lewis. Today is Tuesday, November 25th, 2025.
Today on Good Morning Lewis, we check out our favorite social media posts, share some feel-good stories, and stay on top of what's hot with Christian Kluver. Plus, stay tuned for an exclusive interview with our very own executive producer, Matthew Carlson. To kick us off this morning, let's take a look at some of our favorite social media posts this week. Oh my gosh, it's your post, Michelle.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's see.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so when I first saw this, it made me laugh so hard. And then I kind of took a step back and I was like, hold up, wait. The snout really does look like an eye, but where are the dog's eyes? I can't find them.
When I first saw this too, I thought it was, I told you I thought it was AI because I was like, that's an eye, Michelle.
Yeah,
Why did
I
you
was
pick
like, I would
this?
never put an AI meme on GML. No, not me.
I love it though. I think it's so funny. I thought that was an eye too. It looks just like it. It's crazy.
It's kind
I
of
love
really
it.
scary when you look at it. The more you look at it, it looks kind of scary.
Yeah, but I love it. Okay, on to my post. I hope you laugh. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember what it was either. I think it was this one, yes, an office meme, of course. Turns dark at 5 p.m. now. I love the winter and I love the fall, but I get kind of annoyed when it turns dark so early. I don't really like it that much.
It makes me so sad.
It does, yeah, same.
I don't know, driving home somewhere, it's past 4 p.m., it's getting dark, and I'm like, well, the day fell so short.
Yeah, and I don't really I like driving in the dark, but not at 5 p.m. You know?
No, it's a totally different story.
Different vibe, yeah. All right, on to your next post.
Okay, so when you accidentally open your eyes while trying to sleep, and now your sleep progress is at 0 again.
Worst thing ever.
It's what's the word? I gotta start from scratch all over again.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Especially if I'm already dreaming too. And it's a good dream, and then I wake up and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to go back to sleep, and I'm trying to resume the dream. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then you're up for hours as soon as you wake up, and you're you can't fall asleep. You can't fall back asleep.
Yeah,
That's
and then
the
you're
worst
just
thing.
tossing and turning, and it's the most terrible
Yes,
thing.
no, totally agree with that. I love that. Okay, on to your
The
TikTok,
TikToks.
which we have very similar ones.
We were just talking about this. Oh
Not a
my God.
coincidence.
Me tomorrow.
Yes. Oh my gosh, best day ever. I can't believe it's finally here.
I am going to be sprinting out the doors of my job. As soon as I close, I'm sprinting to my car. I'm speeding home.
Yeah.
I'm turning on Netflix. And I'm binging.
Yeah, I'm on a Dancing with the Stars kick right now, but as soon as that's over, which is tonight,
She's
for anyone else who's
switching over to
excited,
Netflix.
and tomorrow's the big day, Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow's Wednesday, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm
It's
so excited.
so soon. It's so
Last
soon.
season, Michelle, crazy. Okay, on to my TikTok, it's so funny that they're basically the same. Yes, you leaving
exactly
for work.
what
This is
I was
gonna be
talking
you.
about. Exactly.
I'm so happy we go on break on Wednesday because all I'm gonna be thinking about the entire day.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be no consequences of staying up all night binging Stranger Things.
No,
there's
time.
no school the next day.
No. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some feel-good stories sure to brighten your week.
is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
A private school in Baltimore, Maryland is getting ready for Christmas with a special visitor. Monday, the Grinch stopped by Mother Mary Lange Catholic School, much to the delight of these elementary school children. The Grinch was on his best behavior. He held court in the school gym. The Grinch answered some of the children's questions. He also read to them and even joined them for a dance party. The Grinch plans to visit other locations in Baltimore, including the Maryland Food Bank and the University of Maryland Medical Center in the coming days.
Oh my gosh, I want the Grinch to come to Good Morning Lewis.
Oh, we should definitely inquire about that because I love the Grinch.
We've
It's
got
such
to
a
invite
classic
him. It is, yeah.
Christmas movie.
Love that movie. One of the Smithsonian National Zoo's Asian elephants is pregnant. The zoo on Monday said the expectant mother, named Ni Lin, will give birth between mid-January and early March of next year. Ni Lin mated with the zoo's 44-year-old male elephant Spike in April of 2024. On average, Asian elephants' pregnancies last 18 to 22 months. The birth would mark the zoo's first elephant calf in 25 years. This comes after Ni Lin's mother was also pregnant, but that pregnancy ended prematurely. The Smithsonian Zoo says Asian elephants are an endangered species. Wow, I just heard about this actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
This is my first time hearing about this.
Yeah, I love elephants too, it's so exciting. But I couldn't believe 18 to 22 months. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You never really know what's happening inside cars in a parking lot, but you probably wouldn't expect a baby being born. It happened last weekend at a Buc-ee's in Springfield, Missouri. Nathan and Jenna Birdsong were rushing to the hospital at 3 in the morning on Saturday. But for baby Eliana, she just wasn't going to wait that long. The couple pulled over into a Buc-ee's when they realized they weren't going to make it. Nathan called 911 and a representative from Mercy Hospital talked him through what to do. By the time police arrived, Elena had been born. She and her mother are both happy and healthy.
Okay, if you're gonna have a baby, Buc-ee's, everything you
I
need
feel
there.
like this is such it screams Missouri.
Yes.
A Buc-ee's, a baby being born in a parking lot. It's.
Mm-hmm. That's the story.
It just fits the vibe. We'll be right back for our interview with Matthew Carlson.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Welcome back. We're now welcomed by our very own super amazing best executive producer ever, Matthew Carlson, who totally didn't write this script whatsoever just to make me hype him up in front of the camera.
No, totally didn't do that.
Welcome, Matthew.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good.
Good, good. So first, before we get into the interview, I kind of wanted to touch on like what you do as the executive producer for GML and LUTV. So as we all know, executive producers oversee the whole thing, the whole show.
Yep.
But it is quite a switch since you did come from aviation. So
Yeah.
that's a very big switch up. So with that, what was the moment you realized you wanted to pivot into producing, and how did that shift change the way you view your career?
Well, it was a really difficult switch to make at first, coming from aviation. You know, it is such a different world. But what really made that transition easy was when I started. I had already been doing a radio show for WLRA here, and I knew a few people that way. And when I was thinking about switching, it just really made it easy to move over in that regard, anyway. But one thing that I really love is, you know, the competitive nature of everything. So aviation is a highly competitive field. So is this. You know, it's also can be quite technical as well, which is something I love too.
Right. So it wasn't just a drastic jump, blind jump. It was kind of like more easing into it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. What skills from aviation have unexpectedly helped you the most?
Yeah, so I think going back to the technical aspect of everything, really, that is probably what helped me the most. Also, aviation is a thing where you really need a high sense of communication.
Yeah.
And obviously, being this major, right, as a communications major, it translated over very well. So I would say those two things really made it a lot easier.
Okay, so for viewers who only see the final show, what's something surprising or overlooked that an executive producer does to keep GML running smoothly?
I would say getting all the scripts and all the materials together.
Yeah.
Which you guys all do a great job of, really, to help me out with that process. But yeah, really like putting everything together, and sometimes, you know, there are a lot of last second changes that can happen, you know, and then relaying that to everybody can kind of be a struggle at points. But, you know, we always get it done on time, and we always come and have a great show. So, yeah.
So coming from aviation, which side, creative or logistical, came more naturally to you, and which did you have to grow into?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of creativity in terms of aviation, so I'd say probably the technical side of things definitely came into play. It's hard to be creative when flying a plane. It's not really, you know, smiled upon too much. But yeah, it's really, I'd say the technical aspect, everything, just the logistical side of things, like piecing it all together, you know, systematically, however that may be, really just came to me very easily, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the biggest learning curve moment when you first stepped into this role?
Man, I think, you know what, I'm not even sure what the biggest learning curve would have been. I think it might have been maybe communicating to more than just a couple people during maybe the course of a flight. You're really just talking to, you know, your air traffic controllers, especially at the level that, you know, you start at here, you're maybe just talking to a flight instructor, air traffic controllers, whoever else. But here you really have to collaborate with everybody. You know, everybody is an integral part, you know, to making a broadcast happen, from, you know, social media to our guys in the control room, you know, where I usually am. And you guys here on screen, and just all the moving parts. There's so many different moving parts, and I think that would be my answer for that.
Okay. Is there a particular episode or behind-the-scenes challenge that really tested you as an executive producer, but ultimately became a moment you're proud of?
Man, you know what? I don't know if it was when I was executive producer, but one thing was, I think a lot of people would agree on, when we had our election night last year. I was floor directing at the time, and that was my very first introduction to live TV, believe it or not. And that is how I ended up finding myself here. because I had contacted the prior EP and I said, you know, hey, like what is this you do? Because they were searching for a new one, and I got catapulted into the role very quickly.
Basically, yeah.
But I would say the, you know, election night coverage, you know, you're here for hours, it's high stakes, everything is, you know, has to go according to plan. You know, I know you were there, and
yeah, we had a few little technical issues, but it went pretty smoothly.
Right. Yeah. So I would say that as EP, I would say there haven't been too many issues in terms of, you know, the technical process or anything that have super challenged us, besides some things breaking down out of nowhere. But, you know, we deal with those things as they come, and that happens. So.
How do you approach bringing out the strengths of each team member, especially when everyone comes from such different majors and backgrounds?
Yeah, so I learned this along the way this year, was just having the confidence in everyone's abilities. Yeah. So, you know, I know what strengths people have, and so I say, okay, we have these strengths, but obviously, you know, there are places that we need to work on still. But I have the confidence that you can do it because you're so great at all these other things. I know that you can apply that same ethic to this thing as well. So, you know, having the confidence in myself to lead everybody, but then also having the confidence in everybody on screen and behind the screen to be able to try new things, you know, do a new segment, whatever it might be. You know, I think just having the confidence in everybody is really what helps overall.
Yeah. Thank you for being on this side of the camera today. We'll be right back after these messages.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
That's it for today. I'm Abby Varkalis.
And I'm Michelle Stotch. We'll see you next week for another episode of Good Morning Lewis.